Hi and welcome to No Second Season, and thanks for joining me on episode 2 of my Easter weekend break. Episode 1 was all about the fab time I had at Mystic Bike Park. The next 2 days, the Sunday and Monday, I'd planned to ride up to BLAIR'S hut up one of the mountains for a bikepacking overnighter. You'll see how that went in this video. Spoiler alert, it won't be news to anyone that knows me or has watched my videos. I'm not a big fan of overnighter and short bikepacking tours at all. I learned a lot. Again, it's strange how you just learning all the time with bikepacking. Every day's a school day. So I took a lot away from it, and I hope you get something out of it too. And I've got 2 dirty bikes to clean now, and I've got a rear roll packer to fix up.
So it's Sunday morning, Easter Sunday, and I'm just going off on Bay. Perhaps I'll be an hour, perhaps I'll be 24 hours. I'm not really feeling this short bikepacking trip thing at all. I really can't be bothered, to be honest. But I'm going to set off and see how I feel later. I may come back and just camp here and go home tomorrow, or I may camp out in the mountains tonight. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm just leaving the campsite and off towards BLAIR'S hut. I've just left the Bright Accommodation Park. Bright Accommodation Park. I've got really nice neighbours, nice family, really friendly. The guy's a mountain biker. Turn right. So I'm off-road now. It's a very pretty river to my left. It's gradually uphill. So perhaps Easter weekend isn't the best time to come. I've had to give way to perhaps 5 4x4s, and I'm only 8 kilometres into the ride. But there's another flattened off camping spot just here. So now I'm onto Dungey Track. It's really well maintained. My first water crossing. So just done my first little river crossing, just down there. Took my shoes off. I bring a flannel with me so that I can dry my feet or wipe down whatever I need to wipe down. Not my bum. It's for like cleaning. Anyway, better get on. Don't let the autumn leaves get on your microfiber towel or flannel, because do you know what? They don't come off. Bit of a technical with my rear roll packer bracket. It just sometimes, when I don't get it in the sweet spot, it just comes off. I dropped it earlier at camp, it come off. Unfortunately it means taking it right off, and I need somewhere to lean it, and I haven't got anywhere to lean it, so it's gonna have to wait a minute. So I fixed the roll packer. I'm catching some rays with my big blue on the back of my rucksack. So for you non-Australians, or Australians that haven't done the huts, going to a hut, they're just old living quarters of miners and shepherds, perhaps some from the 1800s, some newer, and they're maintained by charities, and they're out in the mountains. You're not allowed to sleep in them, except in an emergency. Oh. It's gradually uphill. Yeah, so going to these huts, hiking, riding, motorbiking, 4x4ing, is a common pastime here. So I'm going to BLAIR'S hut, and it's about 25 kilometres away from here. I've done 10 already. It's nearly uphill all the way. so the journey back will be good. Better get on. Off-roaders. Oh, it's a bit steep here, so I'm going to push. Take the pedal off. Makes it so much easier to push. Be in an upright position just about. And I don't scuff my legs. I'm still pushing. It's still going up. I've actually bonked. Probably it wasn't a good idea to do this after 2 days downhill, where I exhausted myself both days. I'm absolutely knackered, but I just need to find somewhere I can park up and rest for a while and have something to eat. So here's a tip. Although it's really tempting to take your rucksack off when you want to just dive in the bush for a wee, don't. So many hikers have died by walking into the bush, getting lost, having no means of communication, no water, no food. So keep your rucksack on you at all times. So one thing I've never been able to do is just stop. Oh, mozzie bit me. Mozzie's here. Yeah, is stop on the route and relax. I just want to keep going until I can't go any longer, which isn't good. Oh, there's loads of mozzies here. Oh, caught another one. Damn it. So I've stopped and I'm having a coffee and some noodles. This woodland though, and this terrain, very reminiscent of Los Guajares, where I was in Spain just over a year ago, and is bringing back memories. And this time 3 years ago, I was on my bikepacking in Spain. I was making my way from Ronda to Ardelas. So yeah, lots of memories flooding back. Okay folks, so it's 3 o'clock. I've travelled the red bit and I've still got the blue bit to do, and it's all uphill. And I don't think I care enough about an achievement to actually continue. So I'm going to turn around and go back to my campsite. I'm just not feeling it. And I'm tired from the downhill riding. And I just don't care enough. I am Miss Quitter. And I don't mind admitting it. So here, wherever we are, is where I turn around and go back. Turned around and going back. It's getting cold now and the dark clouds have come over. I didn't realise how steep it was, the climb. So there's still lots of people up here. It's a little bit warmer down here. It was cold higher up. I think there's a cycleway down there that I missed. You can see it from here. I'll cross onto it here. Right next to the river. That's pretty. So I rode back to the campsite and packed up really hurriedly. I think I've lost my camera on the ride because it wasn't where it's supposed to be when I got back. So I'm hoping that I put it somewhere else. But I do have a rule that everything goes back in its place when I'm bikepacking. because otherwise you just don't know where anything is. So I've driven back on the route I rode, because you can drive it up to the first river crossing. I can't go through that river, it's too deep. I couldn't see it on the road. I'm just hoping when I get home I'll find it, that I've put it somewhere I shouldn't have put it, but I don't think I did. I did learn some things. It wasn't a wasted trip. I had a fab time at Mystic Bike Park, a really brilliant time, and I learned something today. A few things. One is I haven't got the energy to do 2 days downhill, then go on a bike packing ride, even an overnighter. I could have done, to be honest, I could have done an overnighter. I could have camped at several places 10 kilometres away from my campsite. I just didn't see the point in it. So I could have done an overnighter. I did 33 kilometres, I think, in total. And I could have camped, but I just didn't bother. I just thought, I want to get home. And so that's what I'm doing, driving home. I also learnt that Easter is very busy in Australia at campsites. And I also learnt that on public holiday weekends, the gravel roads are very busy with bikes, motorbikes and cars, or 4x4s. So I'll close this video here and bid you good night, and until next time, ta-ta for now. And don't forget to subscribe.
Apprenons le cha-cha-cha.